Damn, bro. All right, mic check, mic check. Let's get this. Shit. All right, hold on. If you're just joining us, I just did a 1 hour, a 51-minute live stream, and for the vast majority of that, like 70%, the microphone was off. Cause I was moving and resetting up a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff downloading in the background, as you can see. Um, or maybe you can't see because it's down here at the toolbar. Whatever. The point is, damn, bro, damn. All right, I'm gonna get into the authenticity right now. Now, see, this is a part of it. For my brand, this works. You know what I mean? Being less than sober, talking to people about marketing as if I'm your friend. It's real easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to you like, oh, Mr. Stuffy Guy, so this is marketing 101. And then they have like that lame transition and like some freaking white guy from the 90s talking to you about marketing and making it real boring and shit. It don't have to be complicated. I'm gonna get into. All right, cool. So now, damn, bro, we really just did a whole video. It doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Let me play my song in the background real quick. Speaking of, we were just talking about music and the way that Apple positions themselves and all that kind of shit like that. But all that was irrelevant to what we're talking about. All right, check it out. Basically, here it goes. I'm gonna try and do this in like 5 or 10 minutes. Um, Authenticity in marketing. You wanna brand. You want to present your brand in a way that is authentic to the brand. So people, I was just reading this in a book the other day. People, use the word branding and marketing interchangeably, and they're two completely different things. And once you have to switch your mindset for the two before you can really be successful in the shit. So if you're really trying to do digital marketing, which marketing is everything. You understand? Like people will go out of state for their favorite restaurant. They'll travel 3 hours to Charleston, South Carolina just for that restaurant. Um, they'll jump hurdles and take planes and all this different kind of stuff to stay somewhere that they really really love. Like, oh, that one little cottage that's out there in Boston that we went to that one time, and da 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 da, that kind of shit like that. um yeah, people absolutely. But it's because now for that one you might create an experience that is unique to you, and that's why you want to go back to that cottage. But they did something in order to position themselves as a cozy, bed and breakfast that you could feel comfortable even going to begin with. So marketing is putting on the suit and tie and going to the bank and presenting your business idea. Marketing is finding out the demographics of who would love what you love. So we talked about it before, but if you really really, if you're trying to market Batman fresh and starting out, you got the logo, you got the little character, you think you kind of know what you want for him or how you want to, you got your comics and everything like that. It would behoove you to look at DC, to look at Ninja Turtles and see what kind of shit they're into. So you want to find everything, like all the kids, you know what I'm saying, or even adults. They got, Comic Con collectors and that kind of thing. For me, I got a little couple things in my studio, but you want to find, what would a Ninja Turtle fan like? What do they love? What do they do outside of Ninja Turtles? So you want to see where they hang out, or like on the internet. So are they more Instagram, Snapchat kind of crew? Or are they more LinkedIn and Facebook kind of crew? Or are they more, do they use Twitch? You want to kind of, because if they use Twitch, like Travis Scott did, amazing. He went on Fortnite. Now, a lot of people on Twitch probably live stream that too, but he went on Fortnite and did his whole album release and everything like that. So capitalizing off of, popular video game sectors, especially because if you are doing like music or any kind of thing like that, video game sectors have been ignored for a long time. They've been very, very profitable, but people don't think about the video game nerds, like even in school, you know what I mean? Now, nowadays it's profitable, it's cool to like video games and all that, but When I was coming up after a certain age, you know what I'm saying, you were looked down on. Like little video game nerds sitting here with the square glasses and that kind of thing is what they used to portray. You know, now people are making millions of dollars just by playing in video game tournaments or developing them and that kind of thing. So the point is that you want to see, all right, where are their fans? Where do they hang out? Are they big at Comic Con? Are they big at DragonCon? What kind of things do they like? What are they into? Type of thing. I think I said that second con wrong. It was one that came down to Atlanta. I think it is DragonCon. Let me see. There's so many different ones nowadays, but I'm not about to be out here looking foolish. I think it is called that. Yeah, I remember. Right? Um, no, maybe it's DragonCon. It's not DragonCon. What the fuck was the name of that thing? Yeah, it is right here. Man, I know what I was talking about, bruh. See, look at y'all. This one, it came to Atlanta. I was here. Actually, I had just moved to Nashville. Really, I was leaving Atlanta when DragonCon 2019 was coming to town. But anyways, the point of it, of what I'm saying is like, do they hang out there, or are they more into Comic Con? Do they go to both? You want to find out your age range, your demographic, everything that you're trying to do. What the hell is this? Oh, this is part of what I'm about to show you out in a minute. Well, really, this is the one I wanted to show you. Anyways, so yeah, the brand is Batman. The marketing is, where the hell do the Ninja Turtles people hang out? Because I'm gonna come bump them out of space. Or, matter of fact, I don't have it in here. They did a dual comic together. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like Kanye and Jay-Z came together and was like, yo, fuck all the competition, because it was like on the comic book cover, they have all the Batman's like nemesis over the time. You know what I'm saying? So everybody from Poison Ivy to Sub-Zero to whatever. If you're not into it, doesn't matter. The Ninja Turtles one was up top, you know, Shredder and all this, right? Instead of, and I was equating it to the music industry. So instead of like you having to fight all your damn villains by yourself, y'all two team up, and now not only are you pulling each other's fan bases in together, but now you're like, you know what I'm saying, you're a superpower. You two can help each other fight each other's nemesis. Anyway, so with branding, you want to know your colors, your scheme. You want to know who you are, what you do, what you're about, know your values. Values don't just have to be, you know, oh, I want to take care of people and help the homeless and all the yada, yada, yada bullshit. I was homeless. I can say that. Anyways, the point is, it's not just about that. It's about like, okay, you know, is spirituality a part of it? Is achievement a part of it? Achievement is a value. You understand? So, status is a value. So having these different ones, it's not just about your moral values. It's about your values in life. So if status is important to you, even though it has a negative connotation, fucking rock with that, man. If you about status, then be with status. You understand? Which is why a lot of people like rocking the newest fashion. They always got the newest this and the newest that and da 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 da, because they're obsessed with status. If that's you, then be authentic to that. Be true to you and carry that out in your message. The reason why I'm looking on my vision board like Billie Eilish is different from Rihanna, because Billie Eilish is very, very, very authentic to who she is. Rihanna has her makeup line now. She'll take off her makeup and show y'all. Like, I believe in my products and everything, but it's like she's being authentic and true to who she is, and she always has. Some years ago, there was backlash. You know, my family's from Barbados, so down there, to use the C word, as y'all call it, it ain't no big thing. But for Americans, that's like the worst thing that you could ever be called, is the C word, which is really weird anyway, because it's a woman's reproductive system. So I don't really understand why the word is so bad if you're trying to honor women. Well, actually, I do understand, because in other cultures, the matriarchy is what is worshipped, and women are appreciated and valued. Here we had, or this country has different values. You understand what I'm saying? So the patriarchy has always been the dominant thing and whatever, and in many other parts of the world it's like that too. So as many, I'm not gonna say as many, but no, I think there's more matriarchy out there. It's just that they're more in like the quote unquote third world countries and that kind of thing, where tribes kind of stay to themselves. You know, tribes. It's not because women are weaker anyway and anything like that. It's like the tribes stay to them fucking selves. They mind their damn business. They have their culture. I don't need what y'all got going on over there. You understand? I was talking about that earlier with a young black couple. Like, we had our own bus lines and shit. But because we got so obsessed with having your shit out down there in Montgomery, now we ain't got either one. You know, for a good while. You were boycotting they shit. And you know, as that whole, anyways, that's a whole nother topic for another day. Rosa Parks was planted there. It was actually a young, the one that had the real courage was a young, I'm not saying Rosa Parks didn't have courage, but it was a young black girl. She was a teenager. I think she was 15, and she was pregnant. And she was like, I'm not going to the back of the bus. I'm fucking tired. Sat down on the bus. But the NAACP couldn't have her as the face of their movement, a young pregnant black girl. So they had Rosa Parks step in from the local chapter and set off the boycott that way. So that's a little... Anyways, so that's how the NAACP markets themselves. That's how they brand themselves. There's a little history lesson for you. Anyways, the point is that you wanna stay true to you and your message. Like, for them, that was them and their message. You know, they didn't want to lift up a young teenage mother because she had a baby out of wedlock and da. They wanted to have, you know, a quote unquote respectable or more respectable woman in their eyes. And then, but the whole time, you know, back in the Carolinas, there was plenty of buses and transit and everything owned by and for our people. Now, anyways, that's a whole nother topic for another day. The point is that authenticity, you want to stay true to you. So for me, this is authentic. I don't mind telling you the fucking truth. I don't mind cussing. I don't mind wearing my glasses and welcoming you into my studio. Like, you know, like I said, most marketing videos are real buttoned up and they make it real boring and complicated. For what? Well, for what? Because they don't want your ass to learn. But, you know, winners know that me winning don't keep you from winning. You know what I'm saying? You could still go get a mortgage on a house if I have a mortgage on the house. It don't, me succeeding and thriving, that's the millionaire mindset. It's not about competition, it's about creation. That's the fucking difference. And you'll see it on, you know, everybody from, I was watching Nipsey Hussle interview last night, but I was also reading a book of The Science of Getting Rich, which was written in 1909. And that book was the catalyst to You're a Badass at Making Money. She referenced that book. You know, so anywhere from the guy back in 1909 to Nipsey Hussle to today, you know, they both saying the same thing. That, and the Blue Ocean Strategy, same thing. It's not about competition. It's about putting yourself in a lane of creation. And earlier I gave the example of Liberty Mutual. I don't care how much money they could save me. I would never fucking go with that company. Why? Just off their commercials. Like, just straight up. I'm so turned off by all their marketing that I don't care how good they claim to be. I never will insure with them. Just because they have this real goofy, obnoxious kind of thing right now, but then they're also trying to play like the whole New Yorker, like day to day, who you would see, like the girls double dutching. I saw that one earlier. The guy, the hot dog guy, the model that's like Liberty Mutual and all this fucking shit. Like, it's just whack, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And there might be a 0.03 niche, 0.3% of the American population that knows what a fucking emu is, okay? Most people don't know what an emu is. That's like this weird looking ass birds. They out here putting sunglasses on and having a press conferences and shit. It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. Liberty, they could have went with an eagle. Goddamn, if they really wanted to use a bird, they could have went with an eagle. Liberty, eagle. USA, boom, boom, boom. You could have had a whole demographic just based off of that. Just off of the patriotism of the country. You know, they had anyways, yeah, so you could use that one or a falcon, a hawk. You know what I mean? Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks. There's Hawks in America. You could have used anything if you didn't want to use an eagle. But using an emu, like, it's not relatable. Don't nobody really know what the fuck that is. You know, there's like a 0.03% that might. And reason why I bring this up is like, okay, if you're trying to target beekeepers, right? You know that your audience is beekeepers. That's a very, very, very niche demographic. What appeals to them appeals to them. Now, if you want to market something and you have bees, everybody knows about bees. You know, whether they're allergic to them or whether they just like something that. Sorry, I had to turn on the fan, man. It's hot in here. Whether it's what's it called? They're allergic to them, or if it's somebody that, you know, admires them, or they understand what they do for the ecosystem and they love them for that. Whatever it is, bees are more relatable. So when you see the Honey Nut Cheerios guy, you know, honey, bees, okay, that's more appeal. You know, that's a greater appeal than sitting here, you know, listing all the different things about the actual individual honeycombs and all this kind of stuff like that. So as a brand, you might be targeting both. You want beekeepers to eat your cereal, but you have to make it broad and appeal to everybody. Like, that's the thing in marketing. You don't want to, or branding too, you don't want to serve everybody, like think that you're talking to everybody. You know your audience. I know my audience is beekeepers, but so that I could target beekeepers and also have a universal appeal, I'm going to have a little cartoon bee, you know what I'm saying, fly through, and I'm going to tell the beekeepers this is, you know, 100% sourced honey and da 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 and all the kind of technical stuff that they would like to know. But using a emu, even if you go to a fucking petting zoo, which I was at the zoo the other day taking pictures of tigers, and super dope photos, by the way. I'm gonna post them. But even when I was there, like the one little petting area that they had was like goats. You know what I mean? I remember at a petting zoo, I was a kid, I went to go feed a goose, and that shit bit me right here on my finger, right here. That shit hurt. That shit fucking hurt. I remember to this day. I don't fuck with a goose, man. I don't fuck with geese. I walk around them, do whatever, man. I'll go to the little park up here by the lake, and I'll take photos of them and stuff like that. But nah, you don't fuck with a goose, man. They would chase you too, and they bite is nothing to, or they clamp down, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, ain't no joke. So, anyways, that is familiar. Okay, it's a petting zoo. It's goats and stuff. You've seen that, sheep, whatever. Emu. How many people have actually seen an emu in real life or even heard about it before Liberty Mutual went and did this whole marketing thing with them? The reason why I even bring this up is because they did that because they saw how well people were responding to the gecko for Geico. But Geico. You understand? It makes sense. It's a familiarity. It's a play on words. It's a creative pun. When Geico went and did that damn caveman thing era that they were stuck in for a while, I'm sure that they took a dip because people were getting tired of those commercials. Nobody liked them. At least nobody I talked to. And I talked to different kinds of people. I talked about the black community today, but I talked to all different kinds of people. I live in the South. So, like, nobody was fucking with those caveman commercials except for a very, very, very specific demographic. And the marketing director or whoever at that time, you know, was probably just being stubborn. But the fact that the Gecko and the Geico work so well together, and then on top of that, like, so recently Geico even had DJ Khaled, you know, Tiny Circles, Devin, Tiny Circles. Like, that's a little inside joke with me and my nephew because we were watching The Hangover. But, like, even with that, it's like I'm not more inclined to buy Geico insurance or renew my policy with them because of DJ Khaled. But if you bring back the Gecko from the 90s and you see that all the young professionals nowadays are getting like 35 years old and you know, that's when they say you start changing and moving the world and all that is in your 30s. So now they're saying all the 35-year-olds and below are millennials. So that generation is stepping up now. So it's like, okay, what do millennials like? 90s shit. You know, and they said that really the reason because of that is because shit it changed so rapidly in the 90s. The early 90s were completely different time and era and way of political everything, way of thinking and everything, than the late 90s were. So like 97 was way different than 93. 4 fucking years, and you would think like, ah, yeah, nah. But for real, like the mindset and the things that people were gravitating towards in 97 were very different than what people were gravitating towards during 93. And it's just because the rapid progression of all the different technology and different political factors and everything that was going on at that time. Like 91 also had the Gulf War and everything like that. So, you know, being 6 years removed from the war, or even being born in a year, you know, born in a year of the war, so you don't even really remember, it doesn't come to your recollection, you know, you're gonna have a different experience in childhood than somebody that was living during an active war. Just like, you know, kids born in 2001 don't understand the magnitude of 9/11 the way that I understand the magnitude of 9/11, not just because I lost somebody in there, but because of the age I was at, you understand, and witnessing everything that was going on and happening around me. That's going to hit me differently than somebody that was born in 91. It's not to say that they don't understand what happened, but it's just like the Oklahoma bombing. You know, if it's something you read about in a history book, it's just something you read in a history book. If you lived that, if you breathed that, if you witnessed it on TV, you have a whole different understanding of the magnitude of that situation. So anyways, the reason why I'm gonna show y'all this is the last thing. I've been talking for a minute, I know, but all this shit is important. Maybe I'll chop it up later and make it bite-sized. I probably won't. Look, man, it's like 21 minutes. That ain't too bad. Usually I told you I would talk for an hour, so we probably make this about 36 minutes. Gonna be the max, but it ain't gonna be 36. Anyways, so look, make sure I got this shit on mute so I don't get no copyright strikes. I already got strikes. I don't need no more of that. Oh, I gotta hold on. All right, we muted. I didn't mean to bring this up. This is something different. Damn. All right, minimize that. That was cool how it faded away. Anyways, everybody look right here. Let me move it over here so I can see. And I'll make this smaller. I don't really need this background one up either. There we go. There we go. Everything was too convoluted. Alright. Here we go. I just want y'all to watch. Okay? Just look at the shit. Now, what I pulled up in the last video, before I realized that my audio was out and all that. This brand, I'm gonna show y'all this shit. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the backstory. I'm gonna show y'all the shit, and I'm using this for fair use. So don't report me for copyright and shit. I'm trying to teach y'all something. This brand made $551 million. Hold on, let me pull up this shit. Oh, I was trying to pull up the other one before. Now, just off the toys, the merchandise, the just the licensing of this, you understand. Now, whoever sold this on Amazon FBA got their money, and obviously I paid them. But just off the licensing of the toys was a hold on. Damn it. It was a 551, or where'd it go? Alright, Hasbro. I'm gonna read this to y'all. This was May 1st, 2018, okay? Toy maker Hasbro has inked a deal with Saban Properties to acquire Power Rangers and a host of other entertainment brands as a part of a cash and stock deal valued at $522 million. The brand, just for the toys, was $522 million. Now, there's a lot of y'all like, okay, that doesn't seem crazy. I'm going to show y'all why this is crazy in a minute. Where was it just now? It just said something about, on Money Inc., it was saying that the first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so the 90s one, the original shit that I'm showing y'all in the camera right now. If you can't see it on YouTube, then just look up the Green Ranger, White Ranger, you know what I'm saying, throwback to the 90s. It's called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because they have so many different spinoffs. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Now, The first, wait, where were we at? I just said I was gonna read it to y'all, and then oh yeah, I read the Hasbro shit, right? Now this other one. The first was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie in 1995, which earned more than 66 million in box office revenues. That was just the movie. All right, 66 million off of that. You're talking about the actual TV show that ran, the TV show that was in syndication after it ran, all the different branches of the Power Rangers that they have nowadays. I think they have like 7 different spin-offs since this one in 1995. How Heim Saban went from 600,000 in debt to creating. So now he has a 6. Wait, that's some other different shit. They're talking about the actual entrepreneur that started it. But anyways, so now the businessman, he owns $2.8 billion off of this franchise. Okay? That deal that I said, the $522 million USD, was just for the toys and the t-shirts and all that kind of licensing and that shit. That had nothing to do with the movies that they did. They just did a movie in 2017, matter of fact. It has nothing to do with y'all get the point. Like, this is a major global fucking brand. Everybody knows the Power Rangers. And I'm gonna show y'all why this is crazy right now. And right before this, we were watching an interview. I was watching an interview of Christy Carlson Romano. She was the ran off of Even Stevens, and she did a lot of other Disney things with them, like singing, and she had different deals with them and that kind of thing. She had the Black Ranger go on there and react to his old stuff, but he was giving a lot of history about it. So even with like it started off in Japan, but he said, I think part of the appeal of why it was so big is because it was so strange. Like, you had, alien, like, you had teenagers, but then you had teenagers that knew martial arts, and then you had just like you had people from outer space, like you had aliens, but you also had dinosaurs, and then it was like this weird kind of mashup thing. This is what is crazy about this whole shit. Right after this scene, you'll see. So right now, if you watch on a podcast, they just pushed their belts and transformed. This is where they bring in Tommy, the Green Ranger, into the mix. He's dressed in green. He has a green tank top. The other guy, Jason, the Red Ranger, has red clothes on. So they're really staying true to their individual brands, even though they're inside of this marketing scene right now. Like, even though they're in this TV show, the Yellow Ranger, she has yellow clothes on. The Black Ranger, he's pretty much in all black, but he has some colors on there. Blue Ranger, same thing. The Pink Ranger, she has a pink scrunchie. I don't know if they still use scrunchies, but in the 90s, that's another 90s specific type of shit. Now look at this shit. Zordon and I was talking to people on the podcast. I'm like, look, you can't see. Just go on YouTube, man. Anyways, look at this right here. They're literally using toys. Okay? They're using toys to film fight scenes. Like, this is crazy. This brand that is $522 million just off of the merchandise. Like, this brand that is making $66.2 million off the first movie they made. The first movie. That had nothing to do with anything else that they've done since then. This brand that has 7 damn different spinoffs. This brand that whether you love it or hate it, you know who the fuck the Power Rangers are. They are literally battling with toys and filming it. Look at this. Nah, y'all gotta come on. If you on the podcast, pause this shit and open up YouTube, because you have to see what's on the screen. I'm telling you. But yo, this is the power of branding authentically. They stayed true to who the fuck they were. You know what I mean? Now, they could use CGI, and nowadays, even if you go watch like a newer version, they could have used better actors. the lines and the dialogue were always off, but I think that is because because it was in Japan, like in Japanese, like he was saying, like they kind of dubbed over. So the lady that played Rita, she was in the very, very beginning of this, but the lady that played her, she was actually, she said, she was in Japan. She was actually saying, she said, I need water, or she needed something, or whatever. She wasn't even really saying the dialogue. She wasn't even saying what the fuck they said at all. But just having her mouth move, then they went and dubbed some stuff over there. That was what the Black Ranger said. The guy that played him, that played Zack. He also did, yes, happen to be black. They had the Black Ranger be black. And then the Yellow Ranger was yellow. I mean, was Asian, sorry. The Yellow Ranger was Asian. The Black Ranger was black. It was just the times, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. And then you got the White Ranger is, you know, the white guy with the ponytail. Maybe he's Native American by the shell. I don't know. Tommy was the coolest motherfucker. That's all I knew. Yeah. The Blue Ranger was like the more nerdy kind of computer, you know, computer geek as they used to call us. Now everybody wants to learn coding. It's funny. But and we were talking about the video games and all that earlier. Anyways, man, I told y'all, all right, so we had 31-11. I told y'all I ain't going, if y'all just want to stick around and watch this fucking fight scene, y'all can, because that's what I'm about to do. But I told you we're not going over 36 minutes. Yo, this man is playing a fucking sword flute, bro. Yo. This man got a sword, a little dagger. It's like a dagger that plays into a flute, dog. Yo, y'all gotta come see what's on my screen, man. I'm telling you. This is not a podcast episode to be listened to. I hope you driving in your car and you're like eager to go see. Like, pull your shit over. Pull your car over to the shoulder and watch this shit, man. Yo. Again, this is all fair use, copyright, yada 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 yada. I'm not playing the music or the dialogue, anything. This is just about teaching you about marketing, man. They stuck true to their vision. And this is what Jay-Z was just saying in an interview. Well, not just. It was an interview I was just watching. About the billionaire mindset. Because I'm in a millionaire mindset now. Jay-Z was just saying, you know, it was something that I was watching Nipsey Hussle say. But I was reading a book today called The Science of Getting Rich. I don't know if I already told y'all this or not. But I can't remember if it was the last video or this one. But a book written in 1909. Okay, so the fact that man is saying the same shit that was then a catalyst to You're a Badass and Making Money by Jen Sincero. You can listen to that on Audible or read the book. Just buy the book off Amazon. This not even a plug, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I might as well put an affiliate link or whatever in there for y'all. Y'all could click on the link right down in the description. What the fuck was that? Look, it's literally a clam, like a Earl. The dude got a oyster on his head. Literally. His head is a pearl and it's surrounded by an oyster. And he's fighting robots. Like, this is the shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. Maybe it really was costumes. But it looks like no, because when they pulled out the dinosaur was coming from the cave earlier. Y'all saw it? The Brontosaurus? Or the Stegosaurus, whatever it's called. The white one. That was a fucking toy. That wasn't no costume. Anyways, man. Jay-Z said it. Nipsey said it. A guy in 1909 said it. You know, it's all about believing in your vision and staying true to your vision. Patience and persistence. But, like, actually believing, like, don't come from a way of competition. Come from a way of creation. You're creating your own lane. You're creating something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You're expanding upon life. You're helping other people expand upon life. That's all humans want to do is expand their lives. You understand? Provide value. Provide more value than you do cash value. These types of things will make sure you're abundant. I'll do a whole nother abundance video later. I gotta get something on my throat, man. This shit hurts. I've been talking for an hour straight, or really an hour and a half now. So, anyways, share this video and help somebody else out. Help one or two other people out by sharing it, by sending them this, because it's gonna help them out. And this could apply to any brand you're doing. It don't matter. You say fucking, like for me, it's psychedelic stuff. Like I said, talking to you like I'm a friend, being less than sober, that type of shit. You know, but all this, you could send it to your lawyer friends too. You know, a lot of lawyers like to be stuffy and uptight and shit. For what? You should be like Annalise, just chill. Man, what else? What else we talking about? That's it. All right, we're gonna sign off. Look, 35:30. I think I just want to wait till the 36. I don't know, but oh yeah, subscribe for more Marketing Mondays. If you on the podcast, shout out to you. You a real one. Hope you're listening on Spotify, but I guess Apple Music and all the rest will do, or Amazon. Yeah, I got my shit on Amazon Podcast. Now that's not something that Anchor lets you do. See, you gotta expand your mind. I'll see y'all.